Hello and welcome, everybody. We are so happy that you're able to join us tonight. Kashi has a wonderful hour planned for us with a combination of silent meditation and some lovely guided meditation. So I know it's going to be awesome. Right before that, I want to give you a couple logistics. So we will be continuing our online Zoom, YouTube, and Facebook calls through the end of July. So however you joined us this evening, you can continue to use that link or use those phone numbers, and we'll be excited to see you in the future as well. If for some reason during the call you need to reach out to the host, you can do that. If you're on Zoom, you can do that through the chat box. So hover your mouse right at the bottom of the image that you see. You should see a little icon that says chat. If you click on that, you'll find an area where you can send the host a message, and we'll do our best to help with whatever you need. Throughout the night, there will be a link in the chat box, and you can make a donation or give a gift to Swami Nityananda using that link. And if you find that you get lost on your way back, just remember you can always go to the computer taskbar, which on my computer is at the bottom. There's a blue icon with a white movie camera, and if you click on that, it'll bring you right back to the Zoom screen. And I think that's it for right now, and I'm going to turn things over to Kashi. Thank you, Kashi.
Thank you so much, Lakshmi, for those announcements. Welcome, everybody, to our Darshan Meditation this Tuesday night. In a second, Lakshmi's going to bring up on the screen our schedule, which we will review before diving into our meditation tonight. So we'll start with the Gayatri mantra in English, and we'll move into a silent meditation. We'll do an Om chant, and we have waves of peace meditation, which is a guided meditation as well as a silent meditation. The imagery that we'll work with tonight is the waves from the ocean. So maybe you've been to any really like body of water. It could be a river or a lake, and how if you have soiled hands, or if there is muck at all and you put it in the water, it washes over you, it washes it away. So that's the imagery that we'll work with in the waves of peace meditation, allowing peace to sort of just wash over us and to wash away whatever it is that we are ready to let go of, whatever it is that feels clingy, whatever it is that feels like it stains. We'll get started now with the Gayatri mantra, which we will repeat in English. Let us meditate on the glory of that effulgent reality from whom the whole universe is projected. May that radiance enlighten our hearts, minds, and lives. Amen. If we haven't already done so, we want to sit ourselves in the meditation posture with our feet planted on the ground, our spines erect, upright. You might want to tuck in your chin just a little bit towards the neck. We're sitting ourselves on the throne of peace, which is with us always. The throne of stillness that is with us always. And we can even imagine now that we are sitting on the throne of peace. And bringing our attention again to our feet, which are planted on the ground, we can imagine that there are portals in our feet. And through those portals, a river of light streams up the legs to the base of the spine. And here at the base of the spine, really allow yourself to be rooted in peace, on the throne of peace, on which we sit always. And allow that river of light, that stream of light, to flow up the spine to the spiritual eye at the center of the forehead. We can bring our attention to the heart space. And here we can imagine beautiful, beautiful, luminescent, brilliant light, almost like an orb, and see it grow in intensity. See that light expand as far as you can take it, as bright as you can take it. And notice too how you feel in the heart space. You might notice a warmth. You might notice an overwhelming sense of joy, of adoration. And with our attention focused again on this at the spiritual eye in the center of the forehead, bring to mind something that you just love, that which you most adore, as Swami says it. It could be a person, maybe it's a location that you love to visit, a memory. And let the feeling of it fill you. That feeling of exhilaration, of adoration, of sweetness. And we can allow the image to melt, to fade away, to pass away. And holding on to the light in the heart space, that feeling of adoration. If you like, you can recite silently the mantra, divine grace, illumine us. Divine grace, illumine us. May absolute peace pervade the whole universe. Amen. All right, wonderful. So we're gonna move into a piece, an Om chant. So Om is like the vibrational signature of all that is. So we have thumbprints that are kind of like the signatures of our body, of this physical identity called Kashi. This thumbprint is unique to me. Om is kind of like the vibrational signature of all. Another way of thinking of it is, if you've ever played an instrument, and I played an instrument when I was like in 3rd or 4th grade, so I'm not an expert in instruments, but there's a person who like can get everybody in tune. They'll play a note and everybody will harmonize until everybody's synced up to that note. So Om is like the master frequency. And when we chant Om, we're harmonizing ourselves to that master frequency, to the vibrational signature of all that is. So what we're going to do is place our right hands over our heart, and then we're going to place our left hand right beneath the belly button, and we're going to chant Om for 1 minute. So you will be muted, but still follow your own pace. So your Om may flow a little differently than the Om that flows out of my mouth, but however your Om flows is perfect. At the end of the 1 minute of chanting Om, you'll hear a bell, and then we'll sit quietly to allow that master frequency to integrate, because we're doing real energetic work in this process. So we'll chant for 1 minute, we'll hear a bell, and then we'll sit quietly for 5 minutes, allowing it to integrate. And then you'll also hear a bell at the end of our 5-minute sit. So again, my right hand is over my heart and my left hand is right beneath my belly button. I'm going to take a big deep breath in and get started. May absolute peace pervade the whole universe. Amen. So at this time, we are opening it up for gifts and offerings to Swami Nityananda, which Jayanti will so beautifully share with us.
Please look in the chat window. There'll be a link there that takes you to PayPal to make a gift for our delightful Swami. She does so much for us, and this is a way that we can share our love and support of her. If you also can, if you're joining us either with YouTube or Facebook, you can go to our website and at awakeyogameditation.org, and you'll find a button at the top and the bottom of that page to make a gift. And if you're on Zoom, you can see the slide now with more information. After you if you do go off and make a gift to Swami, and you need to find your way back to Zoom, just look for the little icon at the taskbar on the bottom of your screen. And there's a little blue icon with a movie projector in there. And you can click on that and it will take you back to Zoom. So we're going to take a few minutes now to give you an opportunity to do that. And I think there might be a little bit of music, and then we'll come back and back to our delightful Kashi.
Thank you so much for your generous financial contribution to Swami. We're going to move into our our waves of peace meditation. So we're going to work with a very classic yogic image. So one of the stories is of Vishnu. He is on a river. He's just laying back. He's relaxing, and while he's on the river chilling, basically, a lotus blooms from his belly and unfurls, and in that lotus is Brahma, and Brahma brings everything into creation. So there's this idea that out of perfect tranquility, out of perfect peace, out of harmony, all comes into fruition, all comes into being, and everything, the creation itself, rests on perfect peace. Everything is flowing out of absolute harmony, absolute tranquility, out of perfect stillness. So we're going to dive into this ocean of stillness, this ocean of peace, this ocean of bliss that is everything. Another very classic yogic image that we can work with in this meditation is of the ocean of bliss. The ocean has these waves, and many things can happen on the surface of the sea. There can be tsunamis, there are crests, right? And then it rescinds. It does many different things, very much like what we call this creation, what we can see, this realm of duality, how it changes, how things appear, how things seem to pop in and pop out of appearance. There's always change in duality. But if you dive beneath those ever-changing waves, there's perfect peace, there's perfect stillness. And that stillness, that peace is with us always. So we're going to work with those two images of Vishnu and Brahman and all of creation sprouting from this position of restfulness, this position of tranquility, of perfect peace, as well as allowing ourselves to sink beneath the changing waves of duality of this realm of space and time, where it seems that nothing stands still, where peace can seem like a dream, actually, something to be attained, something to be achieved. It's right here with us always. So we'll allow ourselves to get into a meditation posture again, with the spine erect, the neck slightly tucked back. We can rest our hands, palms open, in our lap, and connect with our feet on the ground. And we're going to work with the image of waves of light. So in the same way that the water, that these waves can come in and seem to wash away whatever is sullied, whatever appears dirty or sticky, we're going to allow these waves of peace to wash over us, to allow us to sink into this ocean of stillness, of perfect tranquility that is with us always. And it is out of being rooted in perfect peace that it all comes into form, that it all comes into play. And we'll start with the feet. And you can just imagine, allow a wave to crest, a wave of light, a wave of peace to crest across the feet. And really allow peace to overcome you. Allow the muscles to soften. Allow relaxation to come into play. If there are any aches, allow them to be washed away. In the same way that Jesus washed the feet of his disciples, of his followers, and told them basically, you are made new. You have been made clean. Allow perfect peace to wash over you. And you can allow the waves of peace to flow through your calves, in your knees, in your thighs. And take a moment to just notice what it feels like in your muscles, in your limbs, in the legs, to just allow peace, stillness, perfect tranquility to bloom. And allow the waves of peace to flow in your torso, in your chest. Allow it to stream down your shoulders, through the arms, to flow out through your fingertips. In the same way that waves might kiss a shoreline, allow it to kiss you, these waves of peace. Allow it to fill your head and your throat. Let us wash now with peace beyond just the physical body. So allow a wave of light, of peace, to wash over your emotional body. In any place that feels tight, that aches, that feels sticky, that feels uncomfortable, just allow pure peace to wash over it, to wash it away. See it receding into this wave of peace. And we can do the same now to the mental body. So if there are any thought patterns that we're ready to let go of, any energy patterns, mental patterns that we're ready to heal, just allow the wave of peace to wash it. And we can imagine ourselves now, just like Vishnu, laying, allowing ourselves to be cradled, upheld, caressed by an ocean. See yourself laying in this ocean of peace. It's pure light. Notice how light you are, how you float, how weightless you are. And you can now allow yourself in the sea of peace, of perfect calm. Feel it in every fiber, this peace in every cell. perfect calm, perfect stillness. And we'll rest here in the calm and the peace that is with us always. May absolute peace pervade the whole universe. Amen. What a beautiful, beautiful meditation. And this is a meditation that not only blesses you, but benefits everybody that you come into contact to. It reverberates and it just expands outward. So when I go camping, I wear a headlamp, and that light, it just expands out. So anything that was within the vicinity of it is brightened, it's illuminated. And so this meditation works in the exact same way. So as you go about your day, the peace that you touch, that you kiss, that you cultivated tonight will go forth and uplift and benefit everybody and everything that you come in contact with. And that peace is with us always. And really all of the meditations that we do, whether it's on a Tuesday or a Friday or a Sunday, they are kind of like tools that we collect for our meditation toolbox, so that we have them with us as we move about this realm that seems to be like those waves that are always changing, that seem to come and go. These tools keep us grounded and remind us that we are perpetual peace. We are perpetual tranquility, even in the midst of what appears to be change. So we'll close out with the Lord's Prayer, which you'll see on your screen in a few seconds. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And let us not enter into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. So we do this every single Tuesday at 7:30. We meditate together on Fridays at 7:30, and you also get a spiritual discussion. And then on Sundays at 11 a.m., you are invited to meditate with us as often as you like. Whatever link you use to join us in this meditation is the one that we will continue to use throughout the month of July. You can also go to our website, awakeyogameditation.org/live stream, and join us that way. You can join us on YouTube. You can also follow us at E-Yogi Community on Facebook in order to have access to these meditations. So thank you so much for meditating with us tonight, and may absolute peace pervade the whole universe. Amen.